That's what happened to Saul, really, okay? In Acts 9, when Saul was on his way to get permission to arrest the Christians, a bright light was shining. And it says, he fell to the ground and heard a voice say to him, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? And Saul asks the right question right away. He says, who are you, Lord? How do you get to know someone? That changed everything for him. Because before, he had an idea about Christ. He probably thought, yeah, he was a prophet, yeah, he was walking around and supposedly did some miracles, but really, he was a deceiver. He's just pulling people away from the law. He was pulling people away from Moses, from our traditions, from the Jewish nation, really. They just want to abandon all this stuff. He was just a con artist. Because the Messiah is supposed to come and free us all and free us from this Roman government and free us from this oppression from the government. And he didn't do that. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. He had an idea about Jesus, but that's not really who he was. And he didn't recognize him at first. But then he met him face to face. Before, he just had an idea about him. He probably knew a lot about him. But then he met him face to face, and it changed everything for him. It changed his whole life, changed his identity, changed his name. He went from persecuting them to baptizing them. He went from chasing them down to preaching and making more converts. At first he said, when the brother was told to go to Saul and lay hands on him and pray for him, he said, Lord, don't you know who this is? He's killing us. He's putting us in prison, and I can't do that. He said, no, I've already talked to him. I've told him what he must go through. And you go there, and he's a changed man. He said, Brother Saul, before he even laid hands on him, before he even prayed, before his eyes were open fully, he said, Brother Saul, because he saw the Lord, he met him, he believed. That's where he encountered him.